Today on Strokecast, Peter and Rhea Evans join me to talk about how Peter's stroke has impacted their lives and even made their marriage better.
I feel like, in many ways I'm better after my stroke than before, and a lot of it's because of her. I just walk by so many wonderful things, not acknowledging them, and I can't believe how today I feel as if the scales have fallen from my eyes. The brain is, when it doesn't have information, it kind of makes things up. Like my vision on the left, it kind of makes up what's actually over there back here. I've suffered something so terrible, and at the same time, I feel like I've won the lottery. I'm now looking at life as just this absolute free do-over. There are some things that actually are better now. If you feel tired, take a nap. That's like one of the biggest bits of advice to anyone who's new in stroke is make sure you get rest. I mean, it's so important to have advanced directives and ability for your trusted spouse or whomever to be able to make decisions for you. I make myself into my own experiment. What we think we see is not always exactly what we see. The brain is putting things together. And they say that the brain does that very same thing with memories. Don't believe everything you think. And don't think that this horrible feeling is the only truth. And don't ever fall into the trap of thinking like it's permanent. It'll never get better. No feeling is ever permanent. It is an equal opportunity offender. So don't be ashamed about talking about it. It happens to a lot of people, and it's not an indictment on you. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. And a lot of times there's a big tendency for people in the face of this to withdraw. You don't do yourself any favors by doing that. You don't do the world any favors by doing that. God, I am more grateful. I just don't take anything for granted anymore. And I was like, look at all these marvelous people. Yeah. I mean, if anyone's listening and hasn't been to a survival group, you don't know what you're missing.
To hear the whole conversation with Peter and Rhea, head on over to strokecast.com/meetpeter or subscribe to Strokecast in your favorite podcast app.